Good Thursday evening, everyone. It is July 24th, a little after 10 o'clock, and we once again are talking tropics. Now, the National Hurricane Center gave us an update on our blob in the Gulf at 8 o'clock. They still have it at a 10% chance of development over the next 48 hours and a 10% chance of development over the next 7 days. It's moved a little bit off coast. It's moving at a west-northwestward direction, so that way. And overnight is when we're really going to watch to see, is this thing going to be able to pick up any momentum here in this warm water. Like I said, they're still placing it right here, 10%, 10%. I think, personally, in my very, very, very unprofessional opinion, so take what I say with a grain of salt, I don't foresee it having enough time to really get to going because some of the rains are already right here on the Texas coast and western Louisiana, already feeling the heaviest part of the rains. Now, Louisiana has had some storm systems move through down here today with 70-mile-per-hour wind gust. So here she is on the model, or I should say he. If it got a name, it would be Dexter. I don't foresee it. As I said, I'm not a professional. The darker the color, the higher the clouds are rolling up there. So it has built up some since earlier. If you go back and look at my other video from earlier today, it wasn't building up like this. However, see all these kind of flat clouds? This is from wind shear. So wind shear right through this area is kind of just shredding this thing up, which is why the eye would be right here. It doesn't have a back end. It's kind of naked back here in all this quadrant packing. See that kind of big boom of moisture right there? Whereas back here, it's nothing. Let's see if we can find a real radar. See? That big blob of moisture and everything else is kind of naked. So as I said, in my very uneducated, unprofessional opinion, I don't see this thing having the chance to get to going. I mean, the outside bands or the moisture is already onshore for the most part, or moving onshore now. I mean, that eye is still out there, but I just don't see it having time to get to going. The next update comes out at 2 a.m. and I probably will stay up to see what they're talking about. I don't know if I'll do a video at 2 a.m. because I'll probably be in bed in my moo-moo, but I might post a quick tidbit about it in my story. Unless if it's something like 911, which I doubt it will be. Then I'll do a video. And I do want to address one more thing. I have seen some people sharing these crazy, catastrophic model runs on social media today based on a wave in the middle of the Atlantic, and I just want to say, if I felt there was a threat, I would share it. And y'all know I would, because I post a lot, truthfully. It is way too far out to tell what these waves are going to do. Hold on. So the other day I was talking about waves moving off the African coast. These little giblets are what everybody's freaking out over because of social media posts. As you can see, it's nothing. I mean, what we have literally right here is worse. And, I mean, we've seen what it's done. Heck, what we have over the country right now is worse. So let's not panic and doomsday before we even know what it's going to do. If I thought for 1 second that somebody was in danger or that it was imminent, I would say something. That's not me saying you should get your news from me. You can get your news from wherever, and I would almost guide you to get your news from a more reliable source like the National Hurricane Center or the National Weather Service, because I'm not a meteorologist, but I can just tell you, that's insane to panic and spread that kind of stuff like that in a state of panic. Anyway, good night. I love y'all. Thanks for watching. Bye.